Imagine this. It's Memorial Day weekend 1996. You're a 19-year-old college freshman at Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, California. You've just finished your first year. You're out celebrating with friends at a party, and you never make it back to your dorm. That's exactly what happened to Kristin Smart. She was vibrant, athletic, and full of life, and she vanished into thin air after walking home with the wrong person. For 30 years, her family has fought for answers while the prime suspect walked free for decades. Today, we're walking through the crime, the trial, and the latest 2026 searches. Her family is still searching since her body has never been recovered. If you're new here, hit the subscribe and turn on notifications. We walk through the crime so you don't have to. Let's dive in. Kristin Denise Smart was born on February 20th, 1977 in Germany while her father was stationed there in the military. She grew up in Stockton, California, a tall, athletic girl who played basketball and volleyball. She was smart, outgoing, and ready for her future. In the fall of 1995, she started at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. As a freshman, she lived in the dorms and was studying to make a difference. Friends described her as confident and not afraid to speak her mind. On May 24, 1996, Memorial Day weekend, Kristin went to an off-campus party. She drank a little too much, got a little sick, and passed out on the neighbor's lawn around 2 a.m. That's where the nightmare begins. Around 2 a.m., Kristin was found passed out on a neighbor's lawn near the party. Two students, Cheryl and Tim, helped her to her feet and began walking her back towards the dorm. Shortly after, Paul Flores joined the group and offered to help get her home safely. As they walked, Cheryl and Tim eventually went their own ways. Paul assured them he could handle the rest because his dorm was really close to Kristin's. On May 25, 1996, this was the last time anyone saw Kristin alive. Paul Flores was the last person seen with her. Kristin was reported missing a couple days later by her roommate. Paul claimed he left her at the dorm, but there were immediate red flags. Scratches on his face and arms, inconsistent stories, and reluctance to cooperate. For decades, it looked like Paul would get away with it. Paul Flores had a troubling pattern. Multiple women later alleged SA by him around that time. Key developments came thanks to podcaster Chris Lambert of Your Own Backyard, who helped uncover new tips. In April 2021, Paul Flores was arrested for murder. His father, Ruben Flores, was arrested as an accessory. Prosecutors alleged Paul killed Kristin during or after an attempted SA event, and Ruben helped hide her body, possibly under the deck of his home in Arroyo Grande. The trial was held in Monterey County in 2022. On October 18, 2022, Paul Flores was found guilty of first-degree murder with special circumstances. Ruben Flores was acquitted. In March 2023, Paul was sentenced to 25 years to life. He has maintained his innocence and lost his appeal as early as 2026. Kristin's body has never been found. Her family is still fighting for closure. Just this month in May 2026, investigators went back and searched the home of Susan Flores, Paul's mother, in Arroyo Grande. They used ground-penetrating radar and took soil samples. The test came back showing clear signs of human decomposition. They dug up several areas and collected evidence, and it looks like human remains have definitely been there at one point. But here's the thing. They still didn't find Kristin's remains. The sheriff's office says they're not giving up. The search continues. If you live in California and head to the coast, you have Kristin's face etched in your mind. Her disappearance hit the Central Coast hard. Billboards along Highway 1, community vigils, and constant reminders that one bad night can change everything. Kristin Smart's case highlights how long justice can take and how the power of persistence from family, media, and even podcasters. Her memory lives on through the Smart family's advocacy and improvements in how missing person cases on college campuses are handled. What do you think happened to her body? Do you believe more people were involved? Drop your thoughts in the comments, respectfully. If this video helps you understand the case, like, subscribe, and share. Rest in peace, Kristin. Your story isn't over until you're brought home.